on. Communications on. We are go for launch, right? What is that in Apollo 13? Anyways, we're live. Welcome back. Welcome back to You Are Legion. This is the actual play series where we start late and the audience gets to be the voices inside Legion's head. My name is Nicholas Coy Santillo. I'm going to be your game master and Kender understudy today. And I am joined by Lindsay Owen Pierre as Bubo, the Owlin Ranger refugee of the Sylvanestry Homewoods. Michael Keane as Harold Gray, the hard-boiled halfling. Sam Gilroy as Thaddeus Turnpike, a wizard newly resurrected. And Sean Boyd back after a little hiatus as our slightly hurt Dragonborn, which he'll learn when we go back to his character sheet. And welcome, most triumphantly, our special guest Laura Street, who is playing Legion, back to finish the battle because she's not done. She's not done. Love it. Yes, flex it. Archer, we got this. Let's go. So let's remind ourselves where we are before we get back into the map. A cave of swarming, crawling, flying, and swimming critters has occupied our hero's attention for, and I did the math, 42 seconds of combat, which feels more like a month. Harold and Luna stand near the cave mouth, ensuring any eventual retreat is not cut off. Thad has fired multiple fireballs into the dark cavernous space, immolating snakes, bats, and most recently allies. Bubo is hovering, waiting sentinel for Thad to pop his head up from underwater and knock some sense into him with a broad-tipped arrow. Aelric and Squeak Noir have fallen, but a healing spell from Arlie brought them back from the brink of death. And with that, I'm going to reactivate this map and we can bring ourselves back. I will get us out of pause. I think we are out of pause. And we can kind of acclimatize ourselves with where we are. If everyone wants to take a minute or two to look around, we have a flying sword, which is actually a flying quill, a celestial weapon called by Arlie. And we still have that glowing orb, which took a little bit of damage from the last fireball. Most of our critters are dead at this point. We do have two visible big baddies just surfacing over the surface of the water. This one here, the further northwestern big baddie, is visible only to Bubo. The one closer to the shore, closer to Harold, that one is visible to all. And when Sean feels ready, it is going to be his turn as Aelric. He had been, I believe, pulled 5 feet under the water, or was just under the water when he was re-healed. So as he was kind of sinking at 0 hit points, a mass healing word from Arlie brought him back to 8. Squeak Noir is being carried out of the water by Harold at the moment. He'll be acting next after Aelric, and then will be Thaddeus. So without further ado, Sean, whenever you're ready, it's your turn, buddy.
Lovely, and I have enough movement to get to this thing right in front of me, yes?
This guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the water, you have half movement speed. Yeah.
Bang.
So you can get close enough. And once you get within 5 feet, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
$17, easy. So you swim. As you swim closer, this mucousy cloud that's coming off of this large creature, you're able to kind of avoid it getting into any mucous membranes of your own. Your scales providing wonderful protection.
Lovely. So, just because no one used any of my other stuff, right? I have everything that's listed here.
I used 2 superiority die to attack back to repose, and you had already used your breath and your chromatic infusion.
That's right, which is still going for another what'd you say? 42 seconds. So
Yeah.
18 seconds.
Amazing.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, Bubo has action
fantastic.
prepared.
Okay, so I hit action surge.
Amazing. You can hit your action surge.
On
Yeah.
my movement, I believe, right? Yep.
You can hit it at any time. Like you can act and then action surge. You know, it's
I'm gonna move, action surge, and then strike.
cool. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Here's the first pair.
Oh, Vikavar in the chat, loving it. Second wind was used, yeah. That first, with your first strike with your main weapon on a 20, you do hit, and as you hit, this creature disappears, leaving you alone in the waters, Aelric. As you have not yet finished your first action, you still have your action surge, unless you want to use it.
Okay. Yeah, I can't get to him now with that extra movement. I can't get to the other one.
So this guy is visible only to Bubo. This
Only
is
to Bubo.
you don't see this one.
Okay, well then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get on land.
Hell yeah.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to hit what the heck is that thing called? Sorry about that. It's the
bats.
no, it's the it's a special feature here. It just disappeared off my screen. Where I get 1d10 plus 7 back in hit points.
Oh, second wind. Second wind was used last time.
Oh, second wind was used.
That
That's
was
what you said was
used.
used.
You took
Yeah.
a lot of
Thank you,
damage.
Viktor. Then I'm out because I don't have any of my gems either. Because I hit those in the first.
I just want to came to the water where you came out of the water, but I don't think that you're actually realizing that there are baddies on the board that you could have attacked if you. They're just you can barely see those bats that are right there between Herald and Legion. There are two swarms of bats that are available for you there. Yeah,
No, I can't see
just
those
in case
at all.
you want to do that. Yeah.
I mean,
they're-
I'm having a target. I couldn't see that on my board. I had to zoom way in there. Okay.
That's my bad with the tokening.
That's okay. Totally fine. Well, if I have that much movement left, I guess. So I guess I will take my last 2 swings on that then. Yeah.
You would have one swing, and then if you use your action surge, 2 more, so 3 total. But yeah, still got bats to get rid of, and you also have lightning damage that you're spent if you hit.
Okay, so this is the off weapon.
Cool. So that's the one without lightning.
Yep.
8 plus
The 4, 12.
12
I'm
just
looking at-
hits.
Yep. And then plus 6,
Oh,
right?
nice.
8 plus 6?
Yep.
So that's
'Cause it's
14?
the damage modifier, right? Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, you're able to. Minus. Yeah. Yeah. As you pull yourself onto the stones, there's this swarm of bats on either side of Harold, who's carrying Squeak Noir. And you're able to swing through and cut down about 7 of them, leaving only a handful left on the swarm that you're standing in the same square as. Beside you is another a bloodied swarm, and then to the south of Harold is the final bloodied swarm. There are 3 swarms of bats remaining.
Okay. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and I'll hack on these last 2 right here. I can't really target the ones that I'm on, so.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just we'll call it.
Okay.
You can target the one beside it for now if you want, or the one you're on.
Yeah, I'll
You
target the
can
one
call out the
beside it
damage.
with these last two. So this is the infused sword. So
Sweet.
this is actually a +5 roll here. Oh man, I chunked it. Okay.
No. Critical miss.
No.
It's hard to. It's
Do I
hard.
spin out? Do I go back into the water?
I think at that it's just you're swinging in the air. Actually, you're right. Harold, give me an acrobatics check.
Sorry, buddy. I was trying to help. I swear to God, I was trying to help. Well done.
Okay. Harold is able to avoid the wildly swinging Aelric. Squeak Noir on his shoulder is not so lucky. Give me a roll for damage, Aelric.
All right. Oops. Oof.
Oh, he's too effective. That's 11 damage plus your lightning.
It was just one die.
I think it's 1d4,
1d4, yeah.
1d4 lightning. So that's 11 plus 1d4 lightning damage. This is like, oh no, another 4. Just like Weekend at Bernie's.
I'm holding Squeak Noir. Surely acrobatics check covers the object that I'm holding.
It's a good point, and you did get a 26. I feel like Sean is the character who is whiffed on more like rolled ones on more attack rolls than anyone else, and I always just I kind of lean towards him hitting whoever's in the vicinity of that attack. I think a hammer almost took Thad out like a year ago twice.
Do one HP.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I hit him twice with that.
Cool. So yeah, that makes total sense. So yeah, you're Harold. You're able to avoid and also like keep Squeak Noir away from harm. No one wants Squeak Noir to get hurt. But as Aelric, you're targeting these like flying bats, and one just leads you a little too close to your buddy Harold. But you do have your last offhand attack.
Yeah, last offhand attack here is green like. Oof. 8.
8 was not
Dang,
hit.
man. Not a good start for the kid. Clearly, I'm damaged.
You feeling hurt? Feeling rough?
Yeah, man. Totally rough. Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Squeak Noir, who's just being held by Harold. Harold, how are you holding him? Are you holding him like a fireman's carry or like a baby cradle?
I mean, I'm holding him because Harold was sort of like weaving through all these bats, right?
Yeah.
So he's holding him like you would hold an animal against you. Imagine that you're trying to keep the bat out of the rain, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. As you're holding him there carefully, he is going to use his action to cast leadership, and he's going to whisper to you and say, "Yes, together we must defeat the flying cousins." With leadership, any non-hostile creature that Squeak Noir can see within 30 feet can add a d4 to their attack roll or saving throw. As Squeak Noir whispers a little helpful piece of, "Watch out behind you." So that's what Squeak Noir is going to be doing, providing some leadership. Next we have, and you're also, Harold's doing the Lord's work. Up next we have top of round 8, Thad Deus.
So just as I'm about to shoot 30 feet up in the water to do what I just did, the commandment from the whisper inside of my head, like, sort of kicks in, and I feel the shadow blade that I have, and I kick 30 feet forward underwater. So
Mhm.
10,
5, 10.
20, 30. Get to there. And then taking my patron master's advice or commandment to protect myself from taking damage, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level using a 3rd level spell slot. So I'm going to get 6d8.
Damn.
68
Okay.
plus. Let me just make sure there's no. Nope, just 68 plus my spell casting ability modifier, which is 4.
Nice.
2 plus 4. Dice. Where's the cup?
Yeah, we have a new dice roller, which is like below the chat.
Below the chat.
Yeah, if you go to the chat window, at the
Oh,
bottom,
got it,
there's
got
like
it,
all
got it.
these
I was
cool new
gonna-
dice things.
Yeah, I was gonna
brand new.
comment. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, you
good.
can manually input your pluses.
How do I add multiple dice for the D8?
Click
Just
it
keep
how
clicking
many
on
ever times you want to roll it,
I just
and then
got
hit
it.
roll afterwards.
Clickety click, Barbara trick.
I gain 30 points of life.
30 points. Huge.
And that is going to be my turn.
Huge.
It's absolutely huge. Cool. You got that.
Yeah.
You don't need me to do the hit points, right? You got that. Cool. This creature is going to disappear, and I am going to ask for all these saving throws. It is an intelligence saving throw from everyone.
You're aware that your camera is off, right? That's a choice.
It was not a choice at all.
It's only on Discord.
Oh,
He's there
My
for
camera's
Twitch.
on Twitch. I have 2 cameras. I'm living that camera life.
Wait, do I need to
Intelligence
make a
saving throw?
saving throw too?
Let me just double check. It is an intelligence saving throw. Yes.
Plus
Plus 4.
1d4
Plus
of
4.
anyone in range of.
Plus 1d4 for anyone within
Plus
30
24.
feet of.
Lovely.
Ooh.
I love being 60 feet away from everything all the time.
Unreachable by melee. Amazing. Whoever does not beat the DC of... So the DC is 16. Everyone who rolls below a 16 with that 1d4 is going to see a creature crest out of the waves here. And I believe Harold makes it... So you'll have to tell me who... I think Luna fails that. Aelric. You'll have to tell me who...
I failed it.
So, so that's Bubo failed, Aelric failed, Luna failed. I also need to roll for Arlie. Plus 1d4.
You
Arlie
don't have
does
to yell
fine.
at us, okay? I know I failed. I know I'm a failure. I couldn't pass an intelligence save.
So we see this one creature coming up. And then another one over here crests from the waves. At the same time as well, these swarm of bats that are standing beside you, Aelric, or that are like swarming kind of beside you, not in the space that you are in. They all just drop to the ground, dead. They all just as if it's kind of like that Matrix scene when they just pull the plug on someone and they just fall. They all just fall like that. Not like this, please. Not like this. And the and the bats go.
Music every year dies.
And that is Bubo's turn.
Okay. I am going to use my action. I am going to use my action to cry. I am going to use my action to move. Here, I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna move. Oh, sorry. There we go. Gonna move here. And I am going to use my Tides of Chaos and give myself an intelligence saving throw as an action. And I'm going to give myself advantage on it because
Amazing.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah. I can't, with this thing, it only gives me one, so I have to roll this twice.
That's a 17 on the first.
Okay. All right.
With a
so
17, though, you do pass on even just the first roll,
Yeah.
and you are able to recognize this one that is like close below you as a phantasmal mimic.
A phantasm. Right. Okay, and then so yeah, go. I'm
sorry.
I've moved.
No, I'm completely out of turn. I can wait until my turn. Sorry.
Amazing.
So, give me one question. Give me one question. Please,
Well,
give me one
of course.
question. Ask me something.
I'll give you two
Ask me
questions.
about my childhood. If I used an action and everything is downcast, can I use Chaos Bolt as a cantrip? It's a bonus action. So I'd have. Sorry. It's not about being a cantrip. It's about having such a bonus action. So that is my turn. Sorry,
Okay.
That's my turn. Please go. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Next is Arlie in the order.
Keen has
I'm
something.
going. Oh yeah, Keen. While we're in between.
Wasn't clear if you've succeeded the intelligence saving check. Which aboleth do you see, or do you see neither?
If you succeeded, this northeastern one, you recognize as a fraud.
Okay.
This southwestern one is not. That looks totally normal. Looks real. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna offer Laura the chance to act for Arlie if she'd like. I can support with any dice roll or mechanical stuff, but just so that I'm not like, it's not fair for the DM to act for a player. And I want to give our guests more stuff to do. So what's Arlie doing, Laura?
Well, you did ask in the chat, and I was like, maybe not, because I don't know actually anything about Arlie's character, because I've only ever played with her for about 30 minutes. I also don't have access to her character sheet.
No.
Where would I do that? How would I feel like I'm not ready.
Not ready. Totally not ready. It was a stupid idea.
No, it wasn't a stupid idea. I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry.
None of us were.
Character sheet, and we circle back to this, but at this exact moment, I have no idea what she can do.
All good. I'm gonna give you access just so that you can see the background. Yo.
Let me do Arlie.
Sure.
Please.
In there.
So how about this? Let me do Arlie. Whoever's after Arlie can go now while I prepare her thing, because you have to give me all the stuff. So why don't we just switch the order just for this one time? so that
Okay.
we keep the game rolling while
Yeah.
we get the mechanics going. Does that sound
That
good?
works. Yeah, I just don't like
Okay.
I don't like acting for a player. I have given you
Sure.
ownership. So we are gonna have Harold go and then Arlie.
Okay. What kind of condition is Squeak Noir in right now?
Squeaknoir's very rough. So Squeak Noir has like very bloodied. He healed from 0 with the mass healing words, and that gave 8 hit points.
Okay. So in that case,
Be not distracted by the false enemy in the water.
I'd like to dash.
Okay.
So I don't pay for spent movement. So how far can I get right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Because Harold is mobile, so he ignores difficult
7.
terrain.
8, 9. Wait a second. I might edit that a little bit. Hope you bear with me. Need to check. Range is. Oh, that I can see within range. Doesn't say what the range is. Let me sorry. This isn't in my character sheet.
Oh no! What are we looking for?
So Google search. 30 feet. Okay. So on my way, yeah. So I plunk down Squeak Noir here. Okay. And then Harold takes up a position roughly around here. And then what I want to do is I'm going to message it to you because I'm preparing an action. I don't want Sam to know about it.
Okay. Super secret. Can you do like a private role in the Foundry chat, just so that like,
I don't
because
have to roll
Discord,
for this.
Discord private chats I can't see while we're playing.
Okay.
So if you can
message
either,
on our phone.
I can't. I don't have enough bandwidth. So if you can use the Discord chat or the Foundry chat, you can send it
Sure.
there if you can find a way to do it. But cool. We'll say you're doing that held action. I will see it in a second.
I'll stay
it's
out
all
of
just
chat until I'll ban myself from chat until I'm back on the team.
Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not sure how I DM you on this, Koi, but I'll try to figure it out.
Cool. But let's go back to Arlie while Keen's figuring that one out. Booba, what's Arlie doing?
Okay, so Arlie is going to immediately take this guy here.
Mhm.
The weapon.
Yeah.
Move it to this space here. I can't move it for some reason.
Yeah.
But move it right there. That puts him in melee range with that guy, and he's going to take a shot at him. I don't know exactly how to roll with this thing, so I'm going to roll a d20.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what her pluses are.
Yeah, I think it's.
But let's
I
just
think it
hope
gets.
that I roll a 20, and then it won't. It's like it won't be even a question about what the fuck it is. You know?
Yeah. Hopefully, we just get it done.
Easy.
15. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's plus is her spell modifier, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. So that should be.
Spell modifier would be
skills.
+5. So that
Plus
hits.
5. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool. So as it hits, it disappears.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. So she gets rid of that guy.
Nice.
And then she is going to, where is, she is going to, I think she's going to just cast, the 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range, 60 feet. Hmm. I just want to see
60
what
foot
60 feet looks like.
range.
I gotta love the fucking 60 feet, bro.
60 feet. That's
So,
pretty big.
okay, so she's gonna cast. I'm gonna cross off a second second level spell slot. She's gonna cast Mass Healing Word again.
Oh, sick.
I'm not in that 60 feet range though, right?
Yeah, because you're 60 feet
let's-
up in the corner,
I'm
so
60
that
feet
one,
up.
yeah.
So I can go after myself. So she is going to do that. I mean, Bubo, he's alone. He's a lone owl.
Yeah.
This is going to be 1d4 plus 5. Everybody's going to get this. Everybody is going to get this.
Cool. 1d4 or is it more? Because it's mass, right?
It's
or
just
is it
1d4.
Okay, and you're not upcasting
It's just
anything.
1d4 plus 5. Yeah, so everybody gets 8 hit points.
Sick.
Everybody, except Thad, Philly Thad. Well, she can't see him anyway. So and I guess the orb gets 8 hit points too.
Oh yeah, it's
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like an object. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't think it counts as a creature.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
so
do the language. Is it
Cool.
creature?
I mean, I wouldn't trust what the object
to
I
6
put on the
creatures.
map is.
Yeah.
Creatures. So yeah, the object.
Yeah,
It's an
okay,
object, like
cool.
an artifact.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sick. That's a lot
That's
of
fine, yeah.
health for everyone, though. That's amazing. I just gave it to
Yeah,
Squeak
exactly.
Noir.
That's, okay.
Very, very cool. Okay, we are gonna have or does Arlie have like another? That was her bonus action, right? Does she have a? Or that was her action.
I'm gonna move forward with that. Yeah, that was her action. I don't know what she has as bonus action, unfortunately. So we're gonna check.
Cool. Okay, so we have.
I'm sorry. I cannot figure out how to DM you on Twitch. Our user settings, you don't allow it. Oh, strangers can't whisper you, so we'd have to add each other.
Oh.
Albert, someone is going to pass you a note.
Okay.
My action's on
Amazing.
notes, okay?
That's how you have. Yeah, you have someone on the inside. Okay, this is going to be the bats around. Sorry, that's wrong. The bats around Aelric are going to strike at him. Does a 13 hit, Aelric? No?
No, 19.
Amazing. And then these bats are going to also try to attack Arlie. Does a 13? I don't think a 13 hits Arlie. No.
No.
So both of these bats are just kind of swarming around Aelric and Arlie, but not doing any real damage. Which brings us to Luna. I got a secret message. This is crazy.
It's on paper?
I have someone in my house watching the chat.
Oh, okay.
It's,
I was like, no. Okay, well, I think we all know what I'm gonna do. I got my moonbeam here, so I'm just gonna shift it on over to that other dude over there that I can see that seems very real to Luna.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna shift that, and we're gonna go for 5d10s. Actually, you gotta do a Constitution either way, but.
Okay, Constitution saving throw either way. That is a 15.
So it goes what, to defender or attacker? This is the question every time that I never remember the answer to.
So you set the difficulty, and then if I hit the number or higher, then it's a pass.
Okay, then we'll do half of whatever this is.
21, half of 21. That's 10. Amazing.
Hardcore as I want it to be. I want it to be doing more damage. Did it disappear?
No, it's like shrieking and thrashing in the water as this moonbeam. It's a wonderful night for a moonbeam. Comes over it and.
Since it's still there. Woo-hoo. You know.
Oh yeah, firing from the water. Are you gonna like surface and fire over water or firing underwater?
I guess I'm just below the surface right now, and it is on the surface.
Yeah, you could definitely you could hit it either under or over. If firing with your bow underwater, that is with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just surface and take a shot.
Cool.
Since it's up there. The 20 hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And another 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage. Nice. There's just like this fishy, scaleless fish skin is like crackling and popping with degree burns.
Right.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Are you talking? I missed that because I was looking at Arlie's stuff. Are you attacking the monster in the water?
Mm-hmm.
You are attacking the monster in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to know. I want to know what is the convention here for doing the saving throw that I did earlier. Like, what triggers it? Because like table talk, like we know. I mean, I think maybe one thing that you're not realizing is that thing is not real. Your attack something is not real. I saved against it and it disappeared for me. So it's not real. So what is the thing that like a character triggers, right? Like my character Bubo, that would actually make me forego an action against it to do a saving throw to maybe realize that it's not there. That's what I'm not really understanding,
Yeah. So
I don't really understand how, because it's thrashing in pain right now.
Mhm.
It's given absolutely no indication that it's not real.
Yeah.
Let me read the spell
really
for
fair
you.
For any of us to take a saving throw at all to perceive that it's not real, like that seems like pure aiming it,
Yeah, I'm happy to read the spell to you.
Okay,
called chaos magic, but for the rest of us, it feels like.
You know what? Instead of doing table talk, let me just do it with story. Okay, let me just do it now. As she attacks, I see her attacks, and I see the moonbeam flashing in the water, and I see the look on her face as if she feels like something is going. And Bubo yells out to her, "It's not real. You're eating the water. I was a victim of the same thing. It's not real. It's not real." And he yells that to you. I'm not going to yell because I have a baby, but he yells that out to you. Whether or not you believe it, you definitely believe you hit something, but I'm telling you, I'm yelling that at you.
When we did spell before, it was the same thing. It was like, I'm so convinced that even when people give me full knowledge of like the truth, I'm like, oh, you puny mortal, you clearly are being and you do not understand the severity of my skill.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like in the spell description, an affected target is so convinced of the reality that it will treat it as if it was real. It'll rationalize any illogical outcomes from interacting with it. And it can even.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
I'm just
but it's
saying,
but you're working. You're doing your best. Bubo's doing his best.
I'm trying to kill it with friendship. I'm trying to kill the spell with friendship, and that's we're not really friends yet. So she doesn't trust me intrinsically. So it would be a hard sell here, but I feel like I'm yelling it loud enough that anybody hears it. So everybody takes it as they will.
According to the description of the spell, and I'm not trying to just be a suck up to the DM, if Harold were under the spell, he would tell himself, aha, Bubo is the victim of mind magic. Not see this obvious thing directly in front of him,
But I also just said that I was the victim of this before. So all confusion aside, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do what I can. I have to do something. because
like
you
it.
guys
It's
are just
very-
going to be shooting into the water.
Yeah, very in character, and I also like how Luna's justified it by her version of justification is you're a stupid mortal and I'm a god, so don't tell me what's what. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
That leads us to our Luna. Have you finished? You've done your bonus action, your action.
Or I did my action and my bonus action, so.
Sick. Do you want to stay in the water? Or do you want to? Are you coming out?
I think that there's a chance that I'm go swimming, so I'll just stay in the water.
Nice. That brings us to Elric, who is still standing in the space of just a handful of remaining bats in the swarm.
Well, I'm just gonna keep swinging. How's that?
Go
I
for
can't
it.
target him, so I'm just gonna have to use the.
Yeah, I'll move them to the side there so you can target them. So they're just to your right now, if that helps you.
Yeah. What is going on here, man? Just want to use an item. There we go. So it looks like
15 hits.
I won't play loud.
11
I wanted something.
Okay, with 11 damage, that
won't
that
play loud.
ends off the couple of swings through the air. You're able to end off this swarm. The last swarm of bats is just to your south, surrounding Arlie. She is being hounded by the last swarm of those bats.
Okay. Can I split my dual wielding double swings with movement?
Yep.
I've never tried to do that before. Okay.
Yeah. You can split up any of your action economy.
Where are they? I don't see them on the board.
They're literally over Arlie. I'll move them to the north so you can target them.
Okay.
You would have to basically move in range to attack Arlie.
Yeah.
But
Over here. Or over here?
yeah, exactly.
Like
There
here?
you go.
Okay. All right. So I'm using the offhanded sword. Cool. So that does that damage.
Another 10 damage.
Yep.
Amazing. Able to take out more. There's only, once again, just a little handful, about 5
Right.
bats remaining.
All right.
And
Going with the second pair of attacks then.
Right,
There's
'cause,
that
yeah. That gets them. That's the last of them.
Okay.
Able to swing around Arlie. She's able to avoid getting hit, and we have now cleared out the rest of these swarms.
Lovely. And I moved 5 feet, so I have 10 more feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
On this? Yeah. So I'm gonna move there by
Cool.
the board.
Amazing. Awesome.
All right. Here we go.
That brings us to Squeak Noir, who's still being cradled by Harold. And he says,
No, what?
"Oh, you put him down. You put him down. That's right.
Away from the water's edge, as far as I could get him while still in the cave before
Yeah.
going up to the edge of the shore.
Right. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for reminding me." He kind of collects himself and starts moving back towards the entrance to the cave here, walking like gingerly along these slippery rocks. And he isn't able to do much else, but he is able to maintain. He is within 30 feet of all of these Elric, Arlie, and Harold for their to offer his leadership to the three of them. Which brings us to top of the round, Thaddeus.
It's been 12 seconds, I think, since I've seen what's been going on.
Yeah.
Like in the cavern above. I don't know, Coy, because I'm 30 feet down and I think there's a visibility of 10 feet. I
Mhm.
think I was affected by the spell, but I haven't seen it. Is that how we're saying that this is working with the thing?
Which spell exactly? Sorry.
What the Aboleth did, whatever the Mirage spell is that everybody thinks happened.
So that's gonna be it is actually not. It's choosing not to affect you.
Okay.
Um,
I am then going to swim 30 feet straight up, and do I pass it at all? Like, can I see it within my 10-foot bubble?
So
Like,
actually, as you moved down last turn, it swam past you, descending into the depths. So it is now under you.
okay, I continue to go up, and I'm going to take a big gulp full of water through my gills, and I'm going to
Yeah.
hold my breath. And, oh, Sean, you don't know this. Actually, I don't think anybody. Maybe Bubo had a slight inkling of it, but it was very much in a quick, panicked moment. But I hold my breath and I pop my head over the water to take a look around.
Amazing. This is fully lit, so I believe that should trigger the prepared action of Harold. Is it within? It's a 60-foot range, right, Harold?
30 feet.
30 feet? So he's outside of 30 feet range.
Okay.
Okay, so you are able to see him, but he's outside of your range for that.
Harold immediately calls and points out in the water.
Yeah.
It's like, he's over there, it's over there, he's there.
Seal. Bubo was holding an action last turn, but this last turn he did something else. Vicovar's just asking. Cool, Thad. So your head pops up. You're able to see everything, but I've already seen everything.
So
Patrick
I
Stewart
drive
reference for those of us who. Nice. Yeah, Vic has got it.
level.
Love. Yeah. Bless Vicovar. So much. Yes, Sean.
Actually, that would be sick.
Vicovar's keeping us honest.
So I'm going to cast a magic missile at second level using a first level spell slot, which gives me 4 targets, and I am going to pop one on Bubo, Harold. Well, I should just do these one at a time, shouldn't I? Because they just
If
hit.
they're separate, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're separate targets.
Actually, no, that's not what I'm gonna do.
Come on, be mean. They can take it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go from the water where I am. I'm going to Misty Step right into Arlec's face,
Oh,
and
shit.
I guess I'm gonna attack him with my Shadow Blade.
Oh, damn. Okay. Are you going to move just to the west of him there?
I'm actually gonna pop right in between. Here, I can move. I'll move myself. I got it. I will pop. Yeah, there.
Sick. Okay. Amazing. And
so-
like right next to this globe, this burning white sunlight globe, which is illuminating this huge cavern, and with you right next to it, the shadowy blade of your weapon is even more pronounced because it just gobbles up all of that light.
Does a 9 hit you?
No, but that was technically that's an Aelric roll. But no.
Wait, I'm in.
No, that was. He swung at me.
I get +7 anyway. I
the
can't target him. I don't know why I still. Because you're gonna figure that one out. But now I'm gonna come in with a booming blade.
Amazing.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
That's right, bud.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Nice. But I mean, it's pretty wild. Suddenly, out of nowhere, it's like if Nightcrawler attacked you. It's just bam, like Thad is up in your face, and there's just this dart of shadow around you. And for 2 seconds, you see the shadow of his old battle axe, but then it slips down into a short sword, and you just like get right out of the way of that one. And Thad is like, "Hi."
Yeah. Phoom. And you missed with both of those, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah. I think, and also with like a 16, that's one of those things where like the first one misses and the second one, Aelric is just able to straight like hard parry it or like hits his armor and is just able to defend against that. He is a dangerous person to choose as an enemy is Aelric Tiamaticus.
I have ever, however, cast my a spell, so I believe that whenever my next turn start, oxygen rules kick into effect.
Yeah, was that a somatic spell like you spoke?
I believe for Booming Blade, I do have to speak. I will check. Yeah, somatic.
Cool. That means you have.
Like, just coming out of nowhere like a fucking assassin badass and like lightning on his blade and everything, and like it glances off Aelric's breastplate, just like front kicks him 20 feet across the room, you know? Just like,
pretty much. Okay, all right, yeah. Good try. Yeah, so you have 2 turns to get back into water before you start before you're now quote unquote suffocating because you did that. With this, we are going to have this one move over here towards Luna. Luna, roll. Sorry, you don't need to roll. Luna, you are going to take 5 psychic damage as this creature that you were just hitting with the moonbeam, it like riles its way through that moonbeam towards you and lashes out with a tentacle that hits you, dealing 5 psychic damage to you. Another surfacing figure with one of its eyes pierced, the top eye pierced and oozing, the bottom 2 still looking out, surfaces, and I am going to ask Bubo to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, you're on mute.
I said wisdom savings throw. That's a little better. That's
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, wisdom. DC 16.
Wiz. Okay, it's not awesome, but let's do it. Let's see. Let's hope.
A 7. You are going to have the same.
So okay, let me.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't need the advantage on my last one, do we still say that I spent my Tides of Chaos?
I think you spent it.
Such a cheeky boy.
cheeky boy. You know, you gotta respect the hustle. You know. You have the same orders as Thaddeus right now, which is to kill the party, take no damage.
Okay.
And in all of your minds, you hear, like, I'm going to tell you what you hear. This is slightly adjusted for each of you to kind of personalize. It's almost like, like a personalized email. But you hear in your mind, I could offer you so much. All you have to do is give me your hands. We could get anywhere. I could take you to any realm. And additionally, in Harold's mind, you hear, we could even find your Fiona. You just need to come into the depths. And that is going to be Bubo's turn.
Okay. So Bubo is going to take shots. He is going to. Unfortunately for you, Harold, this is. I don't. The thing that happened. The thing that used to be there, like my inventory that was on the sheet, is no longer there anymore. Like that really super convenient thing where I just click on the thing. It's no longer there.
Oh, the thing that was on the
So,
top left? I can bring that back if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, I mean that was super convenient.
Yeah. Let me bring that back. I took it off because I didn't know if anyone was using it. Here we go. This might be a... Okay, there's going to be a reload quickly. That may or may not force people to re-sign in. But it's back.
Okay, I didn't have to re-sign in here.
Awesome. That's back though, right?
Yeah, I just have to click on my guy.
Yep.
Cool.
There, yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Fields.
Okay. Okay. My first attack is an 11. That doesn't hit.
Amazing. Yeah, Harold his uncanny senses are able to notice almost before he sees or hears anything. And the broadhead hits the stone at his feet.
Mm-hmm. And the second attack is a critical miss. All right.
Amazing.
I like it. Both
How
of
does
these
that?
things
How would you describe
are-
that critical miss? Like what happens there?
Yeah. Bubo. I'm gonna say Bubo's been possessed a number of times. Not he has any sort of resistance to it, but I think there's a part of his that hates it. And so I'm just gonna say, in this one time, he turns around with like flashing hot rage, and he looks at Harold, and he's like, "I'm sorry, but you are going to have to die today." And then he shoots down at you, and then you miss, and then he gets a flash from the initial fight when he tried to. He was like right beside him, and he was like just trying to do some flashes, and he gets like his rage kind of like puts him in a non-chill way. He's like, "Oh, you slippery, you slippery big bugger, you! I'm going to kill you!" And then he really like kind of loses his cool, and because of that, he pulls a little too hard on the bow, and the arrow just kind of like pops out of the thing, and he's just kind of a little pissed off, and he knocks another one immediately ready for the next
Right.
for the next round, going like, this stupid
Amazing.
affling, putain, bordel de merde, and he just starts speaking in French or in Elvish.
In Elvish, yeah, of course, because it's Elvish. I want to just double check
and he's,
for you.
I'm going to say
well.
as his bonus action, he put Hunter's Mark on Harold. I just want to
sick.
I want to remind myself that Hunter's Mark is still active and going around. It doesn't matter because I didn't hit him, but I just want to make sure that I'm keep mentioning it. And that's it. That's my turn.
Amazing.
Actually, wait a minute. I just want to see movement. I am going to go down. No, you know what? I'm going to go not down.
Okay, just to remind everyone who is enslaved, you cannot take reactions while you are enslaved. I wanted to confirm that. So you have bonus actions and actions, you don't have reactions.
Okay, he's coming over and maybe he's putting himself between Squeaknar and whatever. Okay, so this is where he's at.
Cool.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Amazing. And then we have Arlie's turn.
Oh, right. So, Arlo Guthrie is going to
Artie Lang?
Yeah. Arlie is going to.
Don't forget her spiritual weapon.
So,
it's already been summoned. Okay, you need to do damage.
of course. Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to ask is that Elric has protection from good and evil, doesn't he? Still on him from earlier. Arlie cast it last turn, I think, on Elric.
The protection
I don't
from
know
good and evil?
if that. Yeah.
That's a good point. I think he might have, yeah. Yeah, so he gets
So, I mean-
rolls at advantage against and takes and is what's it called? Vikavar's got this.
You know what?
Resistance, I think is what it is. Or they roll with disadvantage to attack.
Okay, so the spiritual weapon, the spiritual Led Zeppelin is going to go right here, right above Thaddeus,
Cool.
and it is going to attack Thaddeus with advantage because of the flanking situation that's going on.
Nice.
So we are going to. Is it advantage?
This floating
Right?
quill.
Okay, just. Yeah.
15.
Did that roll? That rolled. 15 plus her plus 5, that's a 20. That's an unnatural 20.
And Thaddeus doesn't have his reaction, so he can't use shield.
My AC is 21 without shield.
Jesus. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I have mage armor plus blade singing.
Your blade singing.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Leadership.
Captain Bragger.
Oh, you get leadership.
Leadership.
Within 30 feet.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so that's a hit. He gets at least one, so he hits
Yeah.
him. He does hit
Minimum
him.
one. Amazing. Squeaknar's
and
like,
and the
aim
dice
for this
is-
soft spot.
So he's going to take. I would imagine it's a D8 because it's a sword.
Mhm.
Plus 5 because that's her thing, her modifier.
Mhm.
So he's going to take damage and make saving. Please get wisdom.
Yeah, so Thad's going to roll wisdom and take 10 damage.
Oops, hold on. 36. Wisdom saving throw. So this will have a +1 from the
18, that does it.
and then
Um,
I have to do but it's +4, so that's a 12. And I got dealt 10 damage, so I still make my
Concentration save. Yeah. Still concentrating.
Okay.
Took 10 damage. The
And I-
pain, you're able to follow the pain to release the control.
Okay. Arlie is going to do a perception check on Thad to see whether, or it should be insight, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's the same thing, but I'm going to do an insight check. Please tell me it's +8. Tell me this is fucking something. Okay. Good.
22? I think with a
Okay,
22.
so am I going to say with a 22, she kind of she can kind of perceive that he's maybe that the attack
Yeah,
has
he looks
done
good. He just
something
looks
to
like he's suffocating for some unknown reason. That's the problem.
him? Okay, and so she
Revealing
is going
these gills
to,
that have grown onto his neck and down his back. Yeah.
yeah. She's going to move here, and she's going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Thaddeus.
Okay, so that's going to drop concentration on the Aelric protection from good and evil that she'd already cast last.
It's a concentration spell, isn't it?
Yeah, because you just did that on Aelric like the end of last session, but she can cast it to change to Thad.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So the protection aura shifts from Aelric to Thaddeus, and you're now all surrounding this glowing orb. And Harold is up.
Okie dokie. So, Harold is going to move 1, 2. Get in range of Bubo's landed, yeah?
No,
No,
I think he's still
I'm
60
just
feet.
I'm 60 feet up. Yeah.
Okay. Forget that. Harold doesn't move. He just takes a shot at Bubo.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll go back to where I was.
Do you have a ranged slap?
A ranged slap.
Just like almost like in like airplane. Oh,
That's a miss.
16?
Do I get plus
Oh.
plus D4 as well? What's his AC?
You're outside
60.
of. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, you're inside of
Sweetheart's
the
right
the
there.
leadership. Yeah, you're inside of the leadership range, so you get plus D4. So it's 16 plus 17.
you got it. It's only you'll
Amazing.
need a 17, so even a 1 gets you there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do not be distracted by his wings.
So you
So Harold draws his arrow and sees Bubo flying overhead, and in Thieves' Cant recognizes that he's been sworn at in Elvish, and in Thieves' Cant comes back like, "All right, you fucker, if that's what we want to play." It's like,
nice.
Amazing. That's 8 damage.
So Thieves' Cant is Jason Statham.
I love it.
yeah, Thieves' Cant is Jason Statham. Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I'm the beekeeper. That's my new favorite Jason Statham line.
Keep bees. Oh, you
I
got
gotta
bees.
protect the hive. Yeah. So Bubo's gonna take 8 damage and roll a Wisdom saving throw, and then Luna's gonna be up
Okay.
next, unless Harold has another thing he wanted to do, with like a bonus action or something.
Yeah, I think with a bonus action, Harold is going to take a dash action with his cunning action. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as he's on his way, he picks up
Squeak Noir. Nice.
5.
It looks like
6,
Legolas getting on a horse at full sprint. You just run past and like
but-
Squeak Noir just grabs you as you're running past, like climbs up.
Yeah. Lets him down in the mouth of the cave.
Amazing.
Then
We
takes him to
ride.
forward position with the rest of the party.
Awesome. Bringing us to Luna.
Oh, and Bubo failed his wisdom save, everyone. So
Nobody knows that.
Oh.
But yes.
So,
Yeah.
in the mind's eye of Luna, this thing in front of her has been taking moonbeam damage every time it's moved.
Mm-hmm.
So, like at the beginning of its turn, it moved through it and it got a lot of damage, and it is still currently sitting in it. So she's not going to move the moonbeam just because that is, in her mind, doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like it's like searing its flesh and
Yeah,
writhing in pain.
and she's not figured out that that's not happening. But I am going to get out of the water now because it slapped me in the face with a tentacle. I'd like to move over here just to beside this Dragonborn over here whose name is eluding me.
Elric or any variation thereof.
Elric.
Okay, well, I tried to move myself and I moved Arlie too.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's fine.
I got her back. I'll bring her back. I'll bring her back. It's okay.
There we go.
It's
Beautiful.
too difficult. Anyway, I'm moving myself over there.
Love
Moonbeam's
it.
staying on the sky, so I'm not going to use my action on that. What I am going to do is I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt and shoot the one behind it now with that, which is my action. I'm
Sick.
gonna cast it at 4th level, so I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell slot and
Cool.
hope for.
Amazing. And that's an attack roll, yeah?
Yeah, I got a 14.
A 14. You get 1d4 from Squeak Noir,
Yeah.
giving you leadership. What is it?
I rolled a 4, so does an 18 hit it?
An 18 does hit. An 18 does hit.
Oh, yeah.
So the upcast guiding bolt streaks out. Squeak Noir's like, make sure you aim for the eyes. And they come in hard on that middle eye that's not wrecked, and disappears as it gets hit.
Ah, so it didn't take any damage?
No, it was an illusion.
Too many illusions in this place.
So many illusions. It's the
Uh,
Hall of Mirrors.
So there's one disappeared. There's one that is, to me, taking damage.
Mhm.
And I think actually with my bonus action, because I don't really know what to do. And if I'm looking around at my compadres, how are they looking like health-wise? How are we looking?
Aelric's still pretty rough. So is Squeak Noir. Bubo's also started attacking Harold.
See that?
Yeah, I would say you saw that. And then Harold fought back and hit Bubo. So you could make like a free action to do an insight check to check on what you think about Harold. I'm going to say it's a DC 15 because you're not super tight with Bubo necessarily. But on a 15 or higher, you can tell whether or not he is mind messed.
Mine F.
I was gonna use the F word, and I was like, I don't need to use that. There are
I got
better
14.
words
Just
like
in case the kids are watching.
14. With a 14, the silent, unknowable owl person 60 feet above you, you can't quite get a sense of what his intentions are.
Okay. I was gonna just shoot him, but then you.
You could shoot him. You could still shoot him. You just don't know what, like, he could be, he could not be. You're not sure.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't trust any of you. Like, one of you
I
is
love
just
it.
trying to, like, everything you see is a lie, and I'm like, you're an idiot. And now I see infighting, and I'm like, you guys are all. I have no idea what your purpose here is anymore. So I was honestly just gonna use my archer and shoot him.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
So, apologies in advance.
I mean, technically, no, but I mean, technically, until you know different, I'm an enemy. Like, I have to show you that I'm not
Yeah.
before you would ever think that I'm not. You know, believe me, you don't want me as alive.
Yeah. So far in all of the sessions, I still don't actually know if I even know or like you guys. We've just. I drag me into a battle, and I'm like, this is not what I'm here for. You guys are messing around in ways that I would
Yeah.
not prepare
Fair,
for.
fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot you.
Do
To
it,
be
yeah.
honest, that's what she would do. She would just be like, these
Please
humans are just so silly.
And you hear Squeak
okay.
Noir behind you be like, you must lead your shot. He is very fast in the air. So you get your 1d4 leadership dice as well.
Okay. So that's on my attack roll. So I got a 15 plus 1,
16.
16.
Ooh.
Did I hit you?
16. Oh man, just shy of hitting.
So
me,
does that,
unfortunately.
like, do you knock it out of the air, Bubo? Or like, how does it, like, when it just misses like that? Is it
Yeah.
like-
It's
I'm-
like a magical bolt.
Yeah.
So you'd be able
oh,
to,
it's
like,
magical. Oh, it's
throw,
magical.
But it's just like a. So.
So it's more
I'm
just
gonna,
like,
I'm gonna say that like Bubo is like so transfixed on Harold right now that the arrow just goes by his face, like the feathers like ruffling, and he doesn't even he's just like super transfixed on him. So
Love
I think maybe you understand after that shot just barely missing where my mind might still be at.
nice.
He's like, you guys are twisted.
Yeah, you guys are all messed up.
What you wanted, but now I just don't understand. No wonder you're also conflicted.
Amazing. Aelric is up.
Great. So I'm basically gonna close and swing on the thing that I still think is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very great. All right, here we go. You ready? Did it go?
Yeah, everyone does see the moonbeam doing damage. Yeah, everyone who can see it sees the moonbeam doing damage. Anyone who doesn't see it just sees the moonbeam hitting water. 21,
I
yeah.
get it.
Aelric, your sword bites into the flesh of this creature that is just off of the edge.
Okay. And then I'm offhanding.
Cool. And a 23. Yeah, you're hacking into this, like not missing, biting with your swords.
Okay.
Drawing
This
a
is
black
the-
Icarus blood.
This is the
It's
second on this one.
You made me
Second
bleed my
on
own blood.
17
the-
just
Why are you not
hits.
too close to the blood, Icarus?
Hold on.
Well played, sir. Well
And then
played.
this is the
Appreciate
final
that.
one here.
That is finally going to miss, but doing a lot of damage, and it is just like it's shrieking like a. I was looking back at an old episode just today, like a dying cephalopod. I think is a good image. Amazing. That's is that your turn?
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Squeak Noir is going to just get himself closer to the actual entrance, back himself up a little bit there. I don't think he has a... Oh, he does have a heavy crossbow.
Slingshot.
He has a heavy crossbow he's going to fire at Bubo. Bubo, that is a 24 to hit. As Squeak Noir pulls out the smallest heavy crossbow you've ever seen in your life, and hits you, dealing
It's so
5
not
piercing
heavy.
damage. Yeah, it is very large. 5 piercing damage, and you get to roll a wisdom save.
You know, Laura, the first time I was possessed, I might have made like 73 saves and didn't save. Like I think the thing had to leave before I was okay. It's like I'm actually not bad at saving throws for wisdom, and I just apparently can't do well.
14. That's another fail.
Um,
Thad,
Do I get the Squeak Noir thing, or is that a thing?
you're out of 30
Oh no,
feet.
I'm out
It's
of
30
of
feet.
range. Go after
Yeah.
myself. Go after myself.
And you're also not an ally to Squeak Noir right now.
If I am, I'm just trying to get an idea. Like, if Saloon can perceive that he's like fighting something mentally, I could give him a D6 like on that roll as a reaction.
Yeah.
But if I'm not aware of what he's doing, then I probably wouldn't be like, I'm gonna help him with whatever he's dealing with up there. But if there's like a obvious struggle happening internally within him, and I'm like, I need to help this man, can I do that reaction for him?
Yeah, I'd say because everyone's been kind of talking about it. I don't know if you have any like fragment of memories from the moments before you were assuming direct control of Legion, but there's definitely an understanding that like from the previous personas that were controlling the construct of Legion, who witnessed this creature, that it does do this like kind of mental enslavement. So it makes total sense that Luna would understand that that's kind of what's happening, and that this group doesn't just turn on each other for kicks. So you can totally, you can give him the one,
Add a D6 to that. Because you just need a 15 to pass, right? So like anything with
16, 2
okay,
and higher.
2 or higher. Let's go.
Yeah, just
You
don't
can-
roll an at 1. Cool. So Boopa gets a D6 to add to that saving throw. Guidance.
Right now.
Yeah, you add 14. It's a reaction that I can do.
Okay. So I need to get it. I get a 30% chance of saving here.
Jacob Hawkins just said that
Okay.
you need to be within 30 feet of me. I thought it was just within like eyesight range.
Oh, is it within 30 feet for wheel? Oh no.
I'm so sorry. If that is the case, I feel really bad. It is. Yeah. I thought it was.
Okay. Okay. So you don't get it. That's what you get for flying 60 feet above the air all the time, and being out of
I get a lot
melee
of OS
distance.
myself.
Alright, sorry. Maybe fly lower next time and we'll try it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, right.
Thaddeus, we have been in combat for 60 seconds.
Ooh. Does that? I think does my
But I'm saying like 60 seconds since you entered the cave, since we started combat, and I don't
I
think
think that means that I have a turn left on.
this is your last turn on a
yeah,
1 minute concentration.
Yeah, but I still have 2 more versions. I would just have to burn a bonus action on it.
Right.
But before we do that, it is 9:10. Can we take our
Yeah.
time to take our top around bio break?
Happy to do it. Let's come back. 10 minutes, 9:20. I'm going to turn us back to our little wonderful...
trombone in this one, so we do this like second line thing, you know, like the I don't know if you know this in New Orleans there. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
come down the aisle playing this second line.
I mean, wherever I was auditioning, it shot so many times in Second Line Studios, which is the main studios down there in New
Oh,
Orleans.
nice,
Yeah,
nice,
I lived
nice.
really close when I was in Mississippi. That's where I did all of my auditioning and booking was out of New Orleans. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I've been there a couple times, man. I love New Orleans. It's
very
great.
cool, very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
Amazing.
Congrats,
enough
man.
of the
It's
shameless
awesome.
plugging. Thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna build into our little. We're gonna have more opportunities for shameless plugs for everyone, and especially at the end of tonight. But I want to come back to the top of round 10 with Thaddeus.
Please. Yeah, please do it.
Love it.
Just a tad.
Then keep talking on mute, Sam. Just I want to do your whole
Okay, so
cast
I'm gonna
silence.
die.
Silence.
So I'm still wet. I can't breathe. I'm still
Yeah.
down to my loincloth. I have my staff and my shadow dagger going, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
dive into the water.
Cool.
And I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go 10 feet down and 10 feet over.
Okay.
And I just want to. Am I getting each time? Or I'm going to. I guess I have to go 5 and 5 each time. Actually.
Well, no, diagonals are 5, or diagonals we count as 5. So vertical diagonals are also 5. I know it breaks physics over long distances, but F it.
Do I have any sense of it? I kind of want to. You have to help me here.
No.
I want to swim towards this space where I passed it going down.
Yeah, you can get to that space, but it is nowhere to be seen.
Do I have any more movement?
So you move at half speed when swimming. So
Yeah,
your
60.
movement is 60 feet, so you can move 30 feet. So you can move 30 feet down.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 30 feet down towards it, wherever I last saw it go, and I'm just trying to sense in that 10-foot cube around me for any kind of large object.
Amazing. You cannot sense anything 30 feet down, but you can breathe now, which is great.
Well, shoot. I guess I'm gonna use my action to dash and move another 30 feet, like out that way, to see
Okay.
if I bump into it.
You can also, because diagonals count as the same, you can also do that to go to end up 60
I'll
feet
do that
down.
diagonal. I'll do that diagonal
Yeah.
down. Then.
Cool. So you're now 60 feet down. You still cannot sense this creature.
Okay.
The last time you saw it when it was passing you, it was moving at quite a clip, just like straight down.
I'm just gonna hang out here then.
Cool.
No. Messages line of sight. Actually, wait 2 seconds before.
Yeah.
Message is within range. And its range is 120 feet. I can cast it through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target and know it beyond the barrier. Yeah, I'm gonna ping a message to I guess Arlek, and I'm just gonna be like, don't see it. You can
Nice.
respond.
You can respond to this message.
Press your temple to respond.
Love it.
It's right in front of me.
Oh fuck. It's not. It's,
Amazing. No, it's not. Awesome.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Everyone sees a new creature surface here to the west, and Aelric is going to roll a wisdom saving throw. And
It's also plus 1 die 4 though, right? Because of the leadership thing.
you do get plus 1 die 4, as Squeak Noir is like, hold on to your thoughts. You must not let the intrusive thoughts in. So that's a 15 plus. Oh wait, no, that was something else.
Watch this. Elric is just going to pass.
Also, in your minds, Harold, you hear again the voice saying, Now is your chance, Harold. If you come with me, we can find her. I can teach you the ritual to the land of the dead. That's a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. Oh.
Aelric, you are enslaved. You lose
But
your reaction.
You get 1d4 though. You get 1d4.
You get 1d4. Hey, you could roll a 5. That could be a 5.
Yeah.
So you have instructions to to keep yourself out of harm. Actually, yeah, you have instructions to keep yourself out of harm and to kill the others. Yo, could be fun. Love it. And someone's at my door, but I'm not going to answer that. Bubo, you are up.
Okay. Bubo is going to fly all the way over here. Oh, by the I think maybe next round the susceptibility to lightning thing will go away.
Okay.
It was for a minute. And I think it was second or third round that happened. So you can call it if it's next round or the round after that this lightning thing goes away. All right, and Bubo is going to cast Healing Spirit on himself.
Amazing.
It's a 2nd level spell, but he's going to be taking a 1st level spell slot. Actually,
Bubo, I'm going to say also that you know that if you're able to destroy the Orb of Light, you will sink everyone into darkness again, and you become invisible in that darkness, basically.
Yeah. No, I've thought of that. I've already thought of that. Yeah. I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm just gonna cast the spell. So this is just going to be, it's centered on my body right now.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man. I actually dropped the thing there. So I'm going to take 7 hit points of healing.
Cool.
And I'm also going to roll a d20. Am I going to roll a d20?
As a wisdom save?
For the wild magic.
Yeah, because it's a leveled spell. Yeah.
Okay, just roll that.
Sorcery.
How about a 1? Give me a 1.
That's a 9.
Okay, so a 1 and a 9.
Cool.
A 1 and a 9 in the future will do it.
Yeah.
I'm back to that's
cool.
the only one I got. So
that was your bonus action.
That is my spell, and yes, the is Healing Spirit a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't have any so I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt, or is Chaos Bolt 120 feet? I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt. Do I even reach Harold at this point?
Was it 55?
It's only 60 feet to him. Yeah.
Plus it's the hypotenuse.
I'm 60 feet up, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna be good here. So I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at 120 feet.
And you're 55 feet up and 60 feet away from me horizontally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I would have to be 60 feet completely in the other direction to really not be there. So I'm going to there, Harold, and then Chaos Bolt. Cast spell. This is okay. That's gonna miss.
Lucky.
And then I am going to I'm just gonna. That's it. That's my turn. I'm just gonna roll a d20, but we can move on.
But you can't cast 2 level spells at the same time at the same turn though.
Oh,
Right?
right. I was just because it was a cantrip, like it was cast down to a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well,
Because
we could
first
because it
level
missed.
spell.
It doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean
I
much.
don't
It
know.
was
Is
a
that
free thing that
is it-
missed.
Oh, yeah. I know. Let's be clear. That's a good thing to bring up. Like, is it a first level spell or is it a second level spell? I mean,
I
or is it a
was
cantrip? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I am saying that anything that technically is a 1 level spell counts as a leveled spell, even if it's free.
Okay.
Just in terms
Okay.
of,
Cool.
but
So
the
then
fact that it missed
then I had
anyways,
nothing. And I had nothing.
or you
Okay.
you
So
could have
that's why
fired
I
an
was,
arrow.
That's why I thought I had nothing.
Okay.
Right. I could have fired an arrow. Right.
But with that roll, I mean, it's a D20 attack roll, which would have missed. So whether it's a missing spell or a missing arrow.
Okay. Okay. We'll call it that. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. So we'll just say it's an
It
arrow
would
that
have been
misses.
plus. It would.
Oh,
It would have only
plus,
been +4 anyways.
which is 13, which Harold has a higher AC than that. Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't.
Perfect.
It doesn't.
Cool. Okay, so we're good. And then
Sorry.
take a deep breath, and Juniper goes.
Right. So Juniper is going to. She is going to go. She's going to do an insight check on Elric, just to see if she sees what's happened to him in any way.
With a 10. I'll say with a 10,
Okay, she'll roll a 10.
unlike Luna, who is still kind of learning the party, Juniper and Aelric have a deeper relationship, and so I'm going to say a 10 is enough for her to see that there's something off in the mind of Aelric.
Okay. All right. So, so we're going to do this. She's going to use the spiritual weapon to take a hit at Elric. I don't know what that is. That's going to hit. Right? Elric's armor class is somewhere under 20. Right?
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Cool.
19.
So rolls
Okay.
15
So-
plus 5. This is the flying sword thing. Yeah, or the celestial weapon.
Yeah. Okay. And then she's a 1d8 plus 5. This is what I did earlier. So
Cool.
nine points of damage.
Piercing damage.
Jesus.
Attack rolls and saving throws for the leadership. So Aelric's going to take 9 points of damage and roll a wisdom save. And with that wisdom save, you get the leadership bonus with that save, Aelric. A little like do-si-do going around this magical orb. 8 on the wisdom save. That could be a... No, it could be a 12. It's a 2. It's a 10. Too low. So it's going to be just the 9 points of piercing damage. Anything else for Arlie?
Yes, Arlie is going to do. I'm going to say that Arlie, without, she's kind of in battlefield control kind of mode here. So, she is going to retreat a little bit back here, And she is going to she's going to do an intelligence save because of what Bubo said earlier.
Cool. Okay. To try
She's
to identify.
she's just not sure anymore. There's so many.
Wait. Something seems to be wrong. I need to double check something. 12 plus her intelligence.
Yeah, but she's also got the.
So it's 12 plus the
she's also got the-
1d4.
Yeah. It's 12. Yeah, plus the 1d4 exactly.
Yeah, because you're -1 to intelligence saves.
Mm-hmm. Come on, give me something.
Oh, 13 is not
13.
enough.
All right, forget it.
Okay,
All right,
things are
cool.
hectic.
So she's
It's
just
hard to
retreated.
tell.
That's her.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we're
Harold
out.
is up. Harold's up, then Luna, then Elric.
Harold, in his mind, reaches back out to this deep alien voice that he's heard. This voice
Yeah.
that speaks beyond language, even somehow conveys these precise ideas. When Harold first heard it, he had assumed that it was speaking in Halfling, which is absurd to him because he hadn't heard Halfling spoken any other creature before. But it's not really language, is it? It's something else, something that came before language, before gods.
Yeah.
He reaches back out to it, and he says, "Counteroffer. You surface and release my friends, we'll kill you. You leave this place, never to return."
I will happily leave you to this prison.
And I wait.
Cool.
To take my offer.
This is a rules.
I immediately looked to Bubo, and
Yeah, so this is a
Harold's
rules
real.
question for Vikovar and anyone who knows, because can you like choose to release something when it's not your turn? If like, can you drop concentration, for example, when it's not your turn, or do you have to do it on your turn? Would be that's what I don't quite know about the rules right now. My understanding is that it would have to be on its turn at the moment. So Vikovar's going to look it up. For the moment, I'm going to say nothing changes. And we're going to... Because I don't think...
I mean, I think... Are you talking about whether or not the Aboleth would release control on somebody because he just convinced them to do it? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm asking if it has the ability to do it before its turn.
Dude, I think as a DM, if it's a story thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, reactions happen out of turn. There's a bunch of things that happen out of turn. So it would be really, even, like, I doubt there's going to be any really written rule about it. And I think that you would probably be able to rule either way. You'd be able to do whatever you want here.
Cool. In that case, what happens is you see... Let me just do a little... What happens at that point is this large creature disappears. This creature over here disappears. You see Aelric kind of stumble and Bubo as well as they are released from the hold on their mind. And a stillness falls over this cavern. And we are out of initiative. That is silent, but underwater.
I'm still not knowing what's going on up there. I'm going to be swimming, trying to find it to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to keep swimming down?
I'm 60 feet down right now. No, I'm going to pop up. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swim straight back up, just to like keep my gills under the water and just see if everybody's still alive up there.
So Harold,
Cool.
Harold turns to the group and says, "It's agreed to leave this place and never to return. Released us from its control. I've asked it to surface as well. But we shan't let perfection be the enemy of good. I say we're done here."
Okay, the moonbeam's still there. Cool. Yeah, so we're out of initiative at this point, so anyone can choose what to do. Thad has popped his head out of the water like a seal. As soon as Thad says anything, he starts suffocating and has to like go back under and take a breath.
I'm keeping my gills. I'm keeping my head. I can talk and hit my ears and my like head and my gills are underwater.
Guys.
That's awesome.
I feel that
Okay, so I
has been honored. He may have left this place, but does that not mean that he could just swim down the river to wherever the place is that we were trying to prevent him from going, or are there fine print to this agreement? Some questions coming from me.
Squeak Noir walks over to the dead bats and is just like kicking them and stabbing them with his rapier. Like, yes.
I grab the rat and I say, "Have respect for your nocturnal brethren."
These are my cousins who have turned to the night. I have no respect for their
I
dark
drop him and say,
nocturnal
"How
ways."
dare you say that the bad turn to the night? The night is the purest day of the month. I don't know. The moon
Oh yeah,
is a-
yeah. When confronted by this, Squeak Noir like bows deeply, like, "Of course, my mistress. How could I ever question you? I shall have to reconsider my beliefs in the face of such glorious deity."
I kiss him on the head, and I'd like to actually change my my starry shape to chalice.
Cool. What does that do?
Chalice means that if I heal one person, I heal everyone in a radius from me, within 30 feet. So
Sick.
if I were to cure wounds on him, then everyone also gets them.
Sick.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna change into that starry shape. And then I'd like to cure his wounds.
Yeah. Go for it.
And who's in 30 feet of me currently?
Everyone can be if they want to be at this point
Everyone.
because we're kind of out of combat.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do, and I'm also not even really gonna say like, "Get over here, I want to heal you," because at this point I'm like, you guys in my mind are like the most lost, confused group of people I've ever met, and all of my will to like help you has just kind of been like diminished in this like very quick battle in the grand scheme of things.
In the
But
end,
I
it
was
was a minute. In the end, this was 1 minute. Yeah.
So I'm gonna cure him at second level. That is 10 healing for Squeak Noir.
10 healing. Squeak needed it.
And then, just because I'm in my starry shape, let me just see how much everyone else gets. I think it's just 1d8 plus something.
Amazing.
Let's
And that
see.
10 makes Squeak Noir go just above bloodied. So kind of like, "Oh, thank you, mistress. I feel ready to take on the world."
Everyone else gets 9 healing. Everyone that's within 30 feet of me can have 9 healing.
Amazing. As if nothing ever happened.
I wonder if does that apply to myself too? Can I heal myself 9 as well? I'm gonna take it because
Sure.
I'm within my own sphere, right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I am the
plus
chalice.
your wisdom modifier. Vicavar's
Yeah,
reminding us.
Yeah, I rolled it with the 1.
Is
Oh,
there
sick.
any change to the quality of the water? Is it getting any less fouled?
From where you can roll me a nature check or a perception check.
I'm also going to roll a nature check.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to see if it's keeping up its end.
Okay, so Koi, in the meantime, while they're rolling, I still have 4 more charges of my healing spirit. So I am
Just
going
wanna,
to
circle around
move it on. Pardon me?
Oh, sorry, you can move it. I didn't realize you could move it.
Yeah,
Cool.
it can move. I mean, it can move every round at 20 feet, but we're out of combat, so I can just move it. I moved closer to the group, and then I moved it to come see me. So I'm gonna use 1 charge on me and 2 charges on Aelric, for healing.
Cool.
Nice.
That spends it. So, yeah, just please continue.
So Harold turns to the group again and says, I do not mean railroad us into a decision that I have taken unilaterally. If you still wish to kill the thing, by all means. But I, for one, am tired of trying to kill my friends. What say all of you? You're
What
muted.
did this
Just the face in the water for Thad, yeah.
What did this bargain cost us?
I told it that if it didn't leave, never to return, and drop its control over us, that we would kill it. It believed me.
Doesn't it
tired
need
of
us
the
to
lair.
leave?
I didn't say anything. I think we should go check out the dragon statue personally.
I can only breathe water.
Oh, yeah. In particular, it said, I agree to leave you to this prison.
This cave or this plane of existence? Which is the prison? We don't
Existence, I suppose.
I stick my head underwater and I shout, "Is it the plane or the cave?"
There's no response from below you. Thad, in the water, you can be an arcane. I keep wanting to say arcana. Arcane check. With a 21. Hell yeah. With a 21, Thad, you do notice in the nature of noticing something only when it's gone, the water seems less more mundane than it was before. Like there was almost a coloring or temperature of arcane energy that was in this water coming from below that now seems to be dissipating like ink in water.
It's keeping up its end of the bargain, but we probably just made an enemy.
She's having trouble.
I have a strange suspicion we already made it into an enemy when we tried to kill it multiple times. Is that wrong?
Tried to kill us first. I slip underwater and I just, now that the water's clearing up, I want to...
It's not fully. That's just an arcane energy thing
Yeah.
that you can't tell that there's any clearing yet.
But
of the
I'm going to
darkness.
start swimming underwater, and I just want to sort of see if I can touch the bottom, and I want to then move towards the dragon sculpture.
Before Thad goes off,
Yeah.
Harold will So do you want the orb under there, or can it stay up here?
No, you guys can have it. I'll work by touch.
Okay. As that is doing that, Harold walks to the water's edge and just starts casting shape water as a cantrip. And he creates a bridge leading out from the edge of the rocks, going towards the dragons on the other side, and gestures for people to follow him.
Can you only shape 1 square, 5-foot square at a time? Does it stay?
Yeah, but I can make enough to support the party as we move through. It's like a non-combat situation, and it's like down. It's like a cantrip here. So.
We can work together on the bridge. Like, nice idea.
I saw something on Reddit this week or last week, which was like, it's called flexing. It was like a homebrew thing of called like, I allow my magic users to flex, which means like they can basically, the description was like, a wizard can flex a fireball spell to light all the candles in a room and do that for free. It's just like cool narrative things that don't really like, because you have access to this magic, you can do like a lower version of it in a non-combat scenario just for cool stuff. And like, I'm kind of a fan of that. So in terms of just using this shape water, you're trying to create just like a shifting ice bridge, almost like using 2 bricks, like 1 brick you move in front of you and then move the next one in front of you almost thing, right? Like to create this like moving pathway of ice.
It's as though the area around Harold, 2.5 feet in each direction, is frozen. Like,
okay,
as though he is emanating this cold.
This cold, and then you can move that over space. So if people want to stand with you, they can travel over the space with it. Awesome, yeah. So if people want to join him on that, cool. Thad, you're swimming down to over 200 feet, and then investigating down there. It's hard to see, but you rolled a 20 on your investigation, and you're able to find a submerged like circle, some sort of a runic circle that still is almost like hot to the touch, like kind of in the way that like like something that's like have been irradiated, still hot with arcane energies, as if it has just this is some sort of a teleportation circle or some sort of like a portal in that way, and it seems to have just been used.
If I have detect magic, can I figure out what it was used for?
Yeah, you give me like that's just a spell, right?
So I'm not going to take the 10 minutes that it would take. I'm going to pop a first level spell slot for it.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, so the first of all, by using Detect Magic, Thad, and then we'll come back to Harold and the rest of the team at the dragon statue. What do you know about the Far Realm?
I think that my teachers back in the tower told me sort of that it was like the other side of knowing things. It was like the unknown made material, don't touch it, bad, like worse than God cataclysm stuff. I think it was like a big no-no. It's like a
yeah.
You don't know enough to know more than that about this.
Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of thinking about the Chernobyl TV show, and it's like, oh, the Geiger counters, like they're not working, or like that's because they only go up to 10, and this is at 10,000. This thing like reeks of the Far Realm.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over to the dragon statue, and you can join me when you think I would have made it.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to get up. By the time you get up, everyone has traveled to that point, if they'd like to.
Can I also? I know this is like, I had to look at Arlie's thing. I just wanted to see if it was. I'm gonna say like, Arlie has a 4th level spell called Control Water that can control a 100-foot cube of like,
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I'm gonna say that she like pairs up with Harold and like
amazing.
takes the whole group and like surfs them like as if like a
Sweet.
rolling wave. Does that, and she's just gonna expend her a
Hell
third
yeah.
level spell slot to do that. I don't know. I'm
Very
just
cool.
helping. I'm just helping it out.
Yeah, no, that's
Just
sweet.
to get everybody there at the same time.
As they're moving across, Harold once again looks at the group and says, "I said, this is not my decision to make. They're giving us an option."
I am
pop
tired of
back
fighting I am tired of fighting with all of you. I am tired of being in the Fey Wilds. I am tired.
Tired too.
Bubo is oddly silent. He casts a furtive glance at Harold, realizing their last interaction and just how the murderous intent that was in his mind. And I'm gonna just give a freebie that when Harold gets a glance at him, if he can detect emotion on an owl's face, he detects sorrow and shame, and real shame.
Harold feels
And anybody.
the hairs on the back of his neck stand up as the silent predator moves across through the sky above them, and is up to him. It's all right, love. You didn't mean for it.
Yeah,
You gotta protect the hive.
I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do thieves' can't. I don't know how to do Jason
Okay, we'll
Statham
find something.
with the French
check
accent.
offline. We'll find something that we can both do. But like
Yeah.
a
No,
culturally
I'll get it.
accent for both for a white guy to
I'll
do.
get it.
a public facing with that.
Yeah,
It's
Patois. We're doing patois.
yeah. He responds to him. I almost killed you again, and I can't believe how weak my mind is that I cannot shake off this pain, this control that this creature has. I thank you. I have to thank you. I didn't think that we could just make a bargain with it for it to leave. But you had the wherewithal to not try and slaughter it, but ask it to leave. And once again, I thank you for that, for saving my mind.
Well, I didn't tell him I didn't make a bargain. I told him he'd be brown bread if he didn't scarp her. I think if I'm really sorry, I can do a Jason Statham. Like he's not arriving at the
I
station
absolutely
right now.
love this. The worse, the better.
Brown bread.
Yeah.
Keen has a couple of amazing, terrible impersonations under his belt. I want all of them to come out. There's like some Nicolas Cage. Oh no, what is it? Mark Wahlberg. I want a Mark Wahlberg. That's what I want to hear. But anyways, you arrive at the dragon statue as Thad pops up.
When I pop up, I tell everybody that it left with some bad magic. But Harold, do you think that you could make a ring of water stay around my neck?
Boy, as DM, Harold would try. We have established that shape water doesn't work on creatures in the water. So this would be a call of like, because he's inviting it around him and not thrash it, like it's non-combat and he's consenting, maybe it could work.
Shape water, 5 cube, manipulate one of the following ways.
Yeah, so the shape water spell specifically states any area of water that fits within a 5-foot cube. You can freeze the. Oh, that's only for freezing. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. So Harold just sort of.
I don't think you can. I think if he was to stay like close to the water, I think what I'm seeing here is just like we're Thad to leave a source of water that would now be outside of the cantrip's capacity. But if Thad is able to stay close enough to the...
It's only if I want to freeze the water. I can move the water around a living creature as long as I don't freeze it. I think they probably...
Yeah, but I'm saying you can move or change the flow. But like, can you take water like up into the air and carry it with you like 100 feet and like walk with it?
It just takes several turns.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just say like. Yeah. It'll just be it'll be kind of like concentration. You'll just have you'll be having to like, you won't be able to dash effectively. So you'll just have to like be like concentrating, but you can maintain some water around. Yeah, just like probably constantly like doing a little.
Probably can't make perception and investigation checks. Yeah, sure. And also, like, I'll even give you, he can't make like perception and investigation checks. His turn is constantly being spent on
your action. Yeah. So you lose your action all the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
And yeah, as Sean also points out, there's only so much. Well, oxygen in water means that there's physics, and this is not a world with physics. So I don't even want to tip my toe into physics, because then I open the door to all these other things you guys can mess around with me. Everything's magic.
I'm gonna post it to Reddit. I am gonna ask like dumb math questions on Reddit, like how
it's
much
Feywater. Yeah, there you go.
A ring of water. Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, we could say for the sake of it, awesome. Yeah, you're able to get a little like, you know, like when you're riding in an airplane and you want to have a little like blow up pillow so you can sleep, but of water.
While these guys are trying to like figure this out, they're just kind of like standing there working out the mechanics of keeping a bubble of water around his neck. I'd like to be investigating the statue. I'll be like, oh, you kids, you freaking mortals, I don't get it, and just like be doing a little peruse, if I may.
Yeah. Give me a peruse check.
All right, a peruse check. I got a 16.
On a 16. On a 16, what you notice is that this doesn't look like it was carved so much as, I mean, you're a deity. You've seen magic. You've seen magic that I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships off the belt of Orion. Quite literally, because this is Luda and she's a celestial. But this creature looks less like a statue and more like a transmuted creature.
And does it have any like magic radiating off of it? Anything I could sense?
Nothing radiating, but it has been transformed into this is a it's covered in, these are bronze scales covered in gems. The scarabs were able to hide within like areas that like kind of amongst these gems that are all covered around it. It is a large, like wrapped on itself, this dragon. From what you can get a sense of, this is a dragon of some sort that has been turned into a statue.
Okay. Can I do like a history check on what kind of dragon it is? If I've ever met this dragon personally in my,
Oh my God, yeah. Roll history for me.
Dude, we used to do shots in that bar. Do you remember that bar?
Bro.
A1.
On a 1? On a 1, I think the thing that's crazy is like this dragon is this is more of what we would consider like an Eastern dragon, so like much more of the like long linear dragon than the more of the Western like lizard monster dragon, which you're not as comfortable with or have that experience with.
Like, I don't know him, you guys.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
met this.
Af-
Not that we can tell anyway. He's covered in something.
Well,
After
Elric has checked as well, just seeing if he can recognize anything familiar about the dragon or anything from his own history or anything from that at all. I did not roll well, but as is my wont. But
But you rolled so you rolled like a 20. Yeah, Elric, you are also able to tell just the detail. You're all like investigating and looking at this. Thad, you can with a 25 history, you have heard of dragons that came from beyond Ansalon, which is the continent where Kryn, or the continent where Solamnia is. There are other continents other than Ansalon on Kryn, and there are stories of dragons with different forms, like this serpentine form. They are, but they never. What would you call it? Lived. I was searching for a cooler word. They never lived in Ansalon. Aslan.
Harold pipes up and he says, he said he needed us for our thumbs, so look for something shaped like a hand or something. I don't know. Got a thumb button? Concentrating really hard here, guys.
Yeah. It's like yeah. Harold's like constant. Like Harold's like cannot stop doing this.
on that bit of advice, I'm going to start doing an investigation across the transmuted dragon. Elric is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take us out of these like moment to moment. But Bubo, do you want to say something?
Yeah, Vikavar brought up something earlier that I just want to make sure that that we do this. Arlie this whole time is just casting cure wounds for free as we go. That's just like
Everyone's just full health at this point.
Yeah, everyone just can come right up to full health just to be sure. And
sure.
When she looks at the dragon, she goes, I think it's a dragon. That's what she says. And I'm doing my best. I'm trying to do. She talks about her little quips that she never gets to say. That's my attempt at bringing Arlie into it. Bubo is just going to do a perception checks to perceive. First of all, you talked about gems. That's one thing. I want to see just how ensconced in this thing they are. Lindsay has a history of pulling gems off things and making giants appear and turning into women, and there's plenty different traps on gems. So I'm going to say Bubo is a little trepidatious on this, just knowing that tampering with the body of a dragon is one thing. And the other thing is he's going to look for former victims in the water, in and around. I mean, usually monsters of this size have a little bit of loot lying around somewhere. So I don't know what the order of all this stuff is, but I'm just going to start with a straight up perception check.
Yeah, Elric, you're doing some jeweler's tools checks. I mean, if anyone wants to, they can try to take out some of these gems. There's quite a lot. What you can tell, and I'm going to take us. We're moving out of this like moment to moment combat into more like a scene thing. So instead of rolling like constantly for little things, it's like one roll is going to kind of cover this entire investigation for people. And what we're finding is the form of the dragon is as if it is like resting or sleeping. It is not in a aggressive or defensive stance. So this was either transformed consensually or being unaware. Its eyes are closed. It is covered in rubies and gem. There aren't no diamonds, but emeralds and rubies, sapphires. This entire area does seem flooded in relation to the age of the dragon / statue. So when this dragon first became a statue, this room was probably not flooded, if that makes sense. Also, being here, you do notice that the clear water coming in from the north is starting to displace the black water that fills this large pool. The brackish water of the pool is still like vastly out, is much more than the new water coming in. But the new water coming in does seem to be making a difference slowly.
Does anybody mind if I borrow the light and take a sweep on the bottom of this room?
I'd like to join you on that swim because I don't need to breathe.
Hell yeah.
Groovy. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of you...
Here's the problem with that. Can't use my mage hand right now, and it's 30 feet above us. So,
it can move. They can grab it and it can move.
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah, but I'm doing this shit with the water.
No, so...
Bubo,
You can drop this.
Bubo just flies over and grabs. Bubo and just flies over, grabs it, and gives it and drops it onto Thad.
Yeah, it's
I'm
totally
assuming
like
that,
movable.
the
It doesn't
mage
resist
hand doesn't fight
movement
me
or
on that.
anything like that. But it doesn't resist. It doesn't resist movement, and it does have 30 feet of movement, which is like it'll follow. It can follow the whoever speaks the command word.
The party. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, going down to the bottom, it's still brackish, and like 200 feet down, it is still 10 feet visibility. Luna is able to just fall pretty much, unless you want to swim faster. But you're just kind of that like from the abyss, just like falling deeper and deeper and deeper. Once you get there,
The bends.
yeah, it is. There is a surface, and Thad, you can guide Luna to the circle that you found earlier, if you'd like.
But there's nothing in this space.
In the outside, no, and that's the only thing that seems significant. What you can tell is that like there are paving stones that are ancient that seem like this place was at some point. Parts of it were not underwater.
I mean, I take them to the. If there's nothing interesting over here, I'm just like to get another pair of eyes on this. And I take Legion over to what's left of the transportation circle.
Mm-hmm. And you can talk to each other underwater at this point, basically. I think because neither of you neither like you can breathe underwater. Legion doesn't need to breathe, so the two of you can just communicate.
That's a rough incarnation for you.
I guess can Legion know anything further about that transportation circle other than what he's already gleaned from it?
What did you roll on that investigation for you rolled a 26, was it, on the...
Yeah.
Or the Arcana was a 21, I believe, on the circle. So what you're able to confirm, Luna, is that this is a extra-planar ritual, like circle, that when activated could allow a magical user to access other realms.
Can I destroy it?
Yeah.
That might be our ticket out of here.
Oh, you think so? Like,
I mean, it reeks of the far realm energy, which is like that primordial pre-deity realm that the deities.
Oh, right. We don't want to go there.
No.
Am I able to like understand that this is a one-way portal? Like, it's not a one-way portal. Like, it can go back and forth, but it only kind of opens to here and one other place. Or is it like if I changed a couple ruins, we could make this go home?
Give me an Arcana check for that.
With advantage, I will help.
Hell yeah.
I'm rolling trash. All right, try that again.
You know, as you start talking through the ruins, bouncing ideas.
I love
yeah,
this.
two not great rolls. I got a 9 and an 8. So
Okay. I mean, for a deity such as yourself, magic is not nearly as foreign as it is to these mortals. Even to the educated arcane users such as Thad and the mortal wizards. That being said, everything is changeable. But when you work and play with the arcane runes that would be powerful enough to travel between realms, doing something wrong could have severe consequences.
I guess I'm just gonna kind of like look at Thad and I'm gonna be like, I think we should close this forever, because clearly us being here is the only reason that Aboleth left, and as soon as we leave, he can just come right back, and then we'll be here in this, or you will be here in this situation again at some point or another, or some other poor soul will be in this situation again. And like, I could try to change some ruins on this thing, but the consequences could be quite unexpected.
I will be honest with you, this reeks of the foulest magic I've ever been around. I wouldn't want even a lick of whatever those energies are touching or transmuting me. So if you know a way to safely destroy it, please.
Timeline here, because now that I'm standing over top of this thing, technically underwater, I don't think I've done anything that would break my concentration, but I don't know if Moonbeam is still here. Can I
just move the Moonbeam? What is the time on Moonbeam? Is it a minute?
I think it's 10. No? I don't know. I'm making
If it's 10 minutes, then that makes sense that it's lasted this long. Let's just double check.
It was like
You still have another moonbeam if you want to.
I could Moonbeam it at a lower level, yeah. I just used my only 5th level one.
Okay, yeah.
I could... No, I don't have it. Oh, I do. I could Moonbeam it at 3rd level. See what happens.
Yeah. So what does it look like when you cast Moonbeam underwater? And are you like floating over this, or are you kind of standing on the ground next to this circle?
I don't think that I float. I think I'm just standing feet on the ground, like on this thing. And I would just...
Super cool.
It would pretty much just be like a
cylinder in the darkness.
A little moon laser beam from above me.
Hell yeah.
Koi, can I make a request that if you try to get the AI to create that image, like a robot construct with a like, I mean,
underwater with
like,
the Moonbeam destroying?
Yeah, like a giant shaft of light destroying.
I think this is...
Try to do that with the AI, dude.
I would like to visualize.
Oh my god.
I'm
god, I'd kill for it.
Okay, well, I'll try destroying it with Moonbeam at 3rd level. Give it a go. Does this thing have a constitution? Because it needs to beat a con save of 15.
I think objects always fail Constitution saving throws.
Okay, I'm gonna blast it. Wow, not so great. 15.
And it's like radiant.
Radiant.
How long does it last?
It lasts a minute, and I can just move it on my turn.
And every turn it deals the same more damage.
Yeah. It's like
I can so why don't you just roll how many is that? Like 10 times whatever it is those dice are?
Yeah. So you don't need to roll. You don't need to roll. You don't need to roll.
I mean, I just want to see that many dice go on the fucking thing, man. That's all I want to see.
Cool. So, Luna, standing here at the bottom, Thad, you are witness. This is a cylinder of light that does not reach normally the surface, but for rule of cool, we are going to say that Thad and Luna go down under the water. It takes time for them to go down 200 feet. So there's like a few seconds. Everyone's kind of just like waiting. The pool is getting even more still at this point as everything is calming down. Once you get down there, there's a kind of disturbance, and then this like light under the surface of the water. It starts to glow the surface of the water, and then this light fires up from the surface of the water in like up into the air, and then almost like it's piercing the rock above you, going to the heavens. That's what you see when you're those of you who are on the statue of this dragon. Underwater, the moon, this lunar light surrounds the ritual circle and goes up into the heavens. And these stones, these ancient stones that hold these runes, start to crumble and crack until they reach the rune themselves. And then we have a direct conflict of magic on magic. And the runes start to crackle and pop as the moonbeam starts to like disrupt their energies. Finally, the rocks that these runes have been written into have all faded and are floating up into the water, and all that remains are the runes left in the same formation vertically and horizontally in that space. As this energy continues to fire down from the heavens, and the moonbeam like circles and expands, there is this energy, this celestial crackling of lightning, and Luna, your moonbeam grows beyond your intention, opening into where you are standing, and you find yourself in your own full moonlight under this water. You feel your connection to this dominant space and the construct loosening, and you feel an opportunity to follow the moonlight and try to escape the construct.
Oh.
If you would like to do that, I'm asking for you to roll a Arcana check.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone here is alive and healthy and looking good, and quite frankly, I don't like any of them anyway. She does not want to stay in this robot, because she is a celestial god of the sky and the moon and the stars, and it feels very fitting that she would be like, "Oh, ho, ho, I'm getting out of here."
Okay. So this is a special roll. So this special roll, you are going to roll 2d20, and this is not advantage or disadvantage. I'm stealing this from Brennan Lee Mulligan. You are going to take the the furthest number from 10. So either if it's like an 11 and a 2, then the 2 is the furthest number. If it's a 9 and an 18, then the 18 is the furthest number. So it's either going to be extremely good or extremely bad, this outcome.
Can I use my last wheel on myself?
You can.
Oh, sick. Okay, well, let's try it, see what happens, and then I'll add a d6 to something if I need to.
Cool.
Well.
So that is a 12 or well, you add 3. So it's a 12 or a 6. So the 6 would be closer to the extreme.
Okay.
But you can add your wheel if you'd like.
It will only add. I guess I could. Well, no, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think it even matters what number I pick. So yeah, let's go. Let's go with the 6. Do I die?
With the 6.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody dies.
Thad, you see as Luna enters the expanding lunar sphere, this light, there is a specific. Where's the gem that Luna lives in Legion?
Oh, it's definitely one of the ones on her nipple. For some reason,
Nice.
the AI really had to put those crystals
It's true,
there.
right?
That's where she is.
Amazing. Yeah, the AI love those nipple gems. Yeah, one of her nipple gems starts to glow in the moonlight, and then you see it shatter into a dust, and it moves towards these fading runes, and it swirls and gets sucked in a vortex into one of those runes. The runes then fracture, and the light disappears. Luna has been lost into the far realm. And with that, we end our session.
Oh man. Luna the person, like the deity, is now like in that far realm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Luna is in the far realm, but she has released, but she's free of the soul gem. So she's now
Of the construct.
free of the prison of the soul gem and now accesses her full power, but she is also in the far realm.
And the teleportation circle has been fully
Destroyed.
destroyed. Okay.
Fully destroyed.
That's where we're at.
Like I got
That's
threat,
where we're at.
and then it went and like ended. It was destroyed. The last thing it did was suck me through.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Cool,
You're,
guys.
on
Cool.
the plane of madness.
Nice. Yeah. Right on.
Well,
I like how you didn't like us.
Yeah, no, she was very. She's real. She's all about like cutting through to the truth, taking the
Mhm.
path, and like
Yeah.
you know getting to the point. And she saw you guys infighting, a lot of unsureness, a lot of
Us?
lot of
What?
yeah. So she was like, she finally got out of her like crystal prison, got into this form to be like, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna help these guys, and then went directly into like battle with you and was like, what in, jeez Louise, like
You can see why we're confused. You could see how we could be confused in infighting. You could see how it works.
she gets it now, and that's because I need to get out of here. It's just
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
on your so I'm sorry she wasn't such a nice and helpful one in the end. She started out really having good intentions for you guys, and then it ended with her.
We didn't show you a good time. We didn't show you a good time. There's no partying. There was barely even any talking. You know. Yeah.
We walked like 15 feet in the whole thing.
120 foot to that cave. It's 120 feet in that.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here to help you on the long path through the hard trials, the hard trails, more so. Like, you want to take the mountain pass? I got you. You want to walk 15 feet into a dark cave where there's no starlight?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Laura,
Thank
Yeah,
you, Laura.
thanks,
I
Laura.
love this.
Thanks
What a
for going the
wonderful
extra
arc
mile
we were
this
able to
week.
give you in the end. So much fun.
You guys ever
Thanks,
go to the far realm?
Vikafar.
See you there.
Yeah, see you in the far realm, and I'll see you in the far realm. Thanks everyone for watching. This is so great. I'm gonna add a little thing to our script so we can allow for some plugs and everything. But Laura, do you want to plug anything before we go?
No, I'm just here for the good times.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week with a new Legion. Ciao, ciao,
Thank you,
ciao.
Laura, again. Thank